Hello? Testing, testing, testing. Perfect. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on. Theme music, please. No, too dramatic. Next. No, not quite. Next. Oh, please, that's the millionth time I've heard it. Next. No, anything but that, please. Next. Ah, there it is. Now, I apologize for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but anyhow, today's topic is dealing with emotions and the different aspects of your brain. We'll talk to several guests and experts on this topic so that you can become fully knowledgeable on emotions and your brain, which all are included in your mental health. So, sit back, relax, and tune in to our first radio recording of proper theme music this time, please. So you think you are healthy. Now, let us first start with the concept of emotions. Now, we show emotion every single day, whether that be going on a daring escape through the woods, or falling in love with that special someone. But emotions can have negative consequences too.
What?
Yep, that's right. For example, emotions can cause you to become nervous and fail and trip up on a big event. Emotions can also cause you to burst out into tears and yell at someone expressing all that anger inside of you. But one must understand that emotions are not wrong. It's not what we feel, it's what we do that gets us into trouble. We need to do things responsibly and behave in a way that is positive to ourselves and others. Alrighty, well, let's introduce our next guest now that we understand what emotions are, who will explain the different parts of the brain and their effects on our behaviors. Please welcome Barack Flitzberg.
Hello, is this thing on? Professor Flitzberg here, mate.
Hello, Professor Flitzberg. A pleasure to see you. How are you this evening?
Quite fine, mate, thank you. So what questions have you got in store for me, mate, today?
So, we were wondering if you could explain to us the different parts of the brain and how they affect our behaviors.
Alrighty then, an important part of the brain is the amygdala. The amygdala controls arousal, fear response, emotional responses, and hormonal secretions. The amygdala is fully developed by the time a baby is born. And oh, did you know that a mother kangaroo keeps its baby inside of its pouch? Oh, how adorable, mate.
Continue, please.
I'm sorry. The prefrontal cortex, where thinking and planning takes place, takes longer to mature. The prefrontal cortex is what helps us control intense emotions from the amygdala.
Wow, so fascinating, Professor Flipberg. Who would have thought that the prefrontal cortex controls the emotions of the amygdala? Splendid. Now, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Flitzberg, and we will see you soon. Thank you again.
My pleasure, mate. And don't forget that mother kangaroos have their babies in their pouches.
Yes, because that totally relates to emotions in the brain.
I know, right? I mean, a mother kangaroo has such a strong emotional bond between her and her baby. Isn't it just? I mean, you see.
Yes. Thank you again, Professor Flipbug. See you soon. Alrighty. So sorry. I don't know what it is with Australians, but
You're racist!
oh, fiddle faddle. Oh, please stop it. Anyway, now let us move on to our next section of the emotions and the brain. We need to learn how to train our brain so that we don't do mindless things when emotions heat up and start to control us. We must learn to control our behaviors in, again, a positive and responsible way. Now, let us go to our next guest, who will share with us 3 strategies in order to control our emotions. Please welcome Professor Lightning Zip.
Hello, this is the Lightning Zips. I'm here to talk about the brain.
All right. Sounds great. It's a pleasure to talk with you. So your first question is, what are some strategies that people can use to control their emotions, which ultimately controls their behaviors?
Well, one thing we can do is recognize the ants in our pants. Brain. Ant stands for the automatic negative thoughts. Another skill you can use is to use diffusers. When situations arise, diffusers can help calm your ants in your pants and help you react better.
Yep, I totally agree. We can use diffusers to defeat those ants in our pants, or more accurately, in our brain. Anyway, what's one more skill we can use, Mr. Lightning Zip?
A third skill you can use is to have an attitude of compassion. Ask yourself, how would I want to be treated?
Definitely, understanding other people and being in their shoes is essential to controlling one's emotions. Indeed. So, thank you so much for joining us, Professor Lightning Zip, and we hope to see you next time.
And don't never forget Professor Lightning Zips and his ants in his pants.
So now that we know 3 methods for controlling our emotions, what are some more? Let's talk to Donald Trump for some more.
Please hang up and try again.
Oh, looks like Trump isn't available. How unfortunate. Anyhow, vote for Trump! Oh, stop, people. This is not a political debate. This is so you think you are healthy. Really now. All right, no worries. We'll just resort to our last guest of this evening, Miss Amelia.
Hello, friends. I'm Amelia. Where's my theme music? Oh, that's better. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Skills to handle emotions. Well, the first one I have is to make a decision that's responsible. First, you want to make sure that it's safe, that it's illegal, that it's okay with my parents, to happen and state how you feel about the situation.
I definitely agree, Amelia. And remember to use compassion to show that you understand their wants, likes, and dislikes, and even their feelings, because what a person almost always wants most is that they are heard and understood. Now, Amelia, can you give us one last skill to finish off the night?
Yes, totally. A last skill is that you just need to let it go. And relax. Relaxation helps clear the mind, release endorphins, and helps you move on. Some examples are exercise, chocolate, laughter, meditation, music, hobbies, sleep, progressive relaxation, and mental imagery.
Definitely, Amelia. Find those things that relax you and help you ease your mind and brain. Well, thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you next time, darling.
Yes, of course, anytime. Bye, kids!
Alrighty. Well, she was a bit over friendly, wasn't she? Well, it takes all kinds to make the world go round. Anyway, I hope this radio podcast helped you understand your emotions better and how to control them so that you can ultimately have a positive influence on those around you. Remember that emotions are not wrong, it is what we do that gets us into trouble. Remember the effects of the amygdala versus the prefrontal cortex in the brain. Remember the, of course, ants in your pants, the automatic negative thoughts that can help you notice what's going on in your brain before you react to a situation. Remember how to make responsible decisions, having an attitude of compassion, using diffusers, and remember to act assertive communication techniques. And remember to let it go and relax. Indeed, if you use all these skills, you are sure to be a happy and healthy person. Well, folks, thanks again for joining us on So You Think You Are Healthy. Oh, please. Technical difficulties. Again, thanks for joining us on So You Think You Are Healthy.